If you've ever asked yourself, why is Palestine so complicated? Then boy, have you found the right video. The truth is, it's not that complicated. It's actually pretty simple, but if we actually understood exactly how simple it was, then we'd be angry at all of the people who've lied to us for decades about it, like they've lied about everything else. And I came up with 7 points to point out how uncomplicated Palestine really is. And the first thing that you need to understand is that when we're talking about Zionism, we are talking about the political movement that was started in the late 1800s by a man named Theodor Herzl. He is the founder of modern-day Zionism, and Zionism, as we know it today, is the system that we are fighting against. It is not the religion that Zionism uses as a shield to defend against any sort of criticism. But the thing is, people don't understand that, and when they hear that from us, they don't listen to us. We've been telling you for years about what we're trying to fight against, but people, for some reason, don't listen to us unless we're dying. So that's why I came up with these 7 points. The first point is to know that the first ever Zionist Congress happened in 1897, well before World War II. And it was in Basel, Switzerland, because Theodor Herzl and his group of Zionists were voting on where they wanted to found Israel. And that is the meeting that they decided to colonize Palestine, because at its core, Zionism was always about taking over the land. The second point to know is that when World War II ended, the West basically decided that instead of having to kill all of the Jews like they wanted to in the first place, they could simply just send them to Israel. It was packaged like a gift to these people who've been persecuted for years, telling you, here you go, we want to help you establish your own way of life in your own land. That's what they painted it as, but it was always about taking over the land from the Palestinians that already lived there. My third point is that both Jews who immigrated to Palestine back then and a majority of Zionists today are being fed false information to legitimize the violence against Palestinians. These people are being told a story that they belong in this land, even though when you test their DNA, their ancestry doesn't have anyone in this land. They're being told that they deserve this land because of the persecution that they suffered. And these are traumatized generations, traumatized people that were seeking safety. And the Western powers preyed on that safety so that they can create a dominant nation state in the middle of the Middle East. My fourth point is that being anti-Zionist does not mean that you're anti-Semitic, no matter how hard the Zionists want to shout that from the rooftops. If you think being anti-Zionist is anti-Semitic, then you need to meet the anti-Zionist Jews that are doing the work to fight the notion that Israel's actions represent all Jews. Because Israel is the #1 creator of anti-Semitism, with the amount of violence they've perpetrated against the world and against innocent civilians all over the Mediterranean.